welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be your weekly forecast, which I'm really excited to do because I had to skip it last week due to unforeseen circumstances, but I'm here this week and I'm so excited to be offering you your weekly guidance. So I have three different decks you can choose from. We have the Anna K Tarot, we have the Rainbow Heart Tarot, and we have the Everyday Witch Tarot. So whatever deck is initially drawing you in or you feel like has a message for you is the one to go with. It's okay if you don't initially resonate with your message. That's okay. Just watch the rest of the video and pick up on what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. There will be timestamps down below with each of the decks so you can skip to your reading. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in the description box in my Etsy. I have a few different options there if you would like to check it out. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to get on to group number one now. Hello, group number one. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Anna K Tarot. And I'm just going to pull about 3 or 4 cards to get a forecast for your week. Okay, so I have 3 cards for you. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. And we have the Star. Wow. This is such a beautiful spread here. Okay, so let's go through it. We have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups to me could indicate like a new emotional feeling or something new emotionally that comes to you this week, or I could just look at it as a blessing. Then we have the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups could be the past, childhood, but I don't know, with this card, it seems very playful and happy. And then we have the Star, and the Star is all about hope. It's seeing this star in the darkness and knowing that there's hope. There's more out there. You have this beaming light through the darkness and depression, whatever it is. So this week for you looks very happy emotionally. There could be something maybe from your childhood or your past that comes back and brings you this fulfillment and this happy feeling. Could be a visit to like a childhood place that made you really happy or spending time with family. But whatever it is this week, it is a beautiful, happy, I'm just feeling overjoyed and happy for you this week. Like that is the feeling, the theme for your upcoming week. So a beautiful spread. So group number one, just know you're going to have a wonderful, amazing, maybe nostalgic in a way, kind of a week. And it's going to bring you lots of happiness, lots of emotional fulfillment. And yeah, so I'm going to pull a card for you from the Magical Times Empowerment cards. It's a fairy deck, and I think fairy energy is so beautiful, especially in the spring. And we're just going to get a message and see what the fairies have to say. Journey. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Beautiful. So maybe you could be taking a trip this week or something like that. But whatever it is, it could just be talking about like, you know, a emotional journey, spiritual journey. Focus on how far you have come, right? Look at where you started and whatever it is that you're pursuing in life and realize, that you've come so far, right? I love it. It's a saying that I feel like a lot of us have heard, but focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. How beautiful. Sometimes we have people that help us along the way that really make a difference. So I hope that this reading resonated for you, group number one. If it did, I would love to hear feedback down below. And if you would like a personal reading from me, again, I do offer them in the description box. But with that being said, I'm going to move on to group number 2 now. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Rainbow Heart Tarot. And I'm just going to pull a few cards to get a forecast for your week. All right, so I have 3 cards for you. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Lovers. Okay, so right off the bat, we have 10 of Swords. And 10 of Swords is a feeling of betrayal, of being stabbed in the back in some way. And I'm getting this as very much in your past. Like you've felt the Ten of Swords feels like the lowest you can ever feel. It's like it can't get any worse, right? It's like hitting rock bottom. And I love that we have this. I love when the cards, I don't normally have like a spread for these weekly forecasts, but I love when they kind of go in this linear way for me, and it feels like past, present, future, or, you know, this feels very much in the past, this Ten of Swords, this betrayal. You've had heartbreak, you've had a lot of you've definitely hit rock bottom, but when we hit rock bottom, there's only one place we can go, and that's up. And I definitely feel like this week you'll kind of be moving up and moving towards this happier, more inspiring kind of week. So we have Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is like inspiration. It's like new creative passions. I love this image of the Ace of Wands because it's so fiery, and it just seems like there's so much passion, so much creativity radiating from this card. So this week you'll definitely be feeling that burn, that creative passion. Something is going to be driving you this week and pulling you out of this darkness, because we have so much light and happiness and like pink and stuff over here. This is very much the past, and you will have some kind of like a creative spark this week. And then we have the Lovers, and the Lovers could mean that you're having something to do with a relationship, but I'm reading this more as like a commitment of some kind. Something's going to be asked of you creatively, passionately, something in your creative space. You're being asked to commit to something and to go full force into it. And my advice would be to take it, because this is pulling you out of this darkness, this sadness that we don't want to talk about anymore, you know? So sparks, creativity, passion, something, you're being asked to commit to something fully and to give yourself fully. And so this week it'll be important for you to give yourself fully to whatever this passion or hobby or opportunity that's presenting itself to you is. And then we are going to pull a fairy card for you that has a message from the fairies. I love using fairy decks in the spring and summer. Nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air, to remember who you are and where you want to be. Wow, how beautiful of a card. So maybe you're finding inspiration outside in the natural world, or if you're not, I would encourage you to go outside and spend time in the fresh air to really help give you some clarity and some peace of mind on this commitment that you're being asked to make. But also, nature is a wonderful way to get inspiration for creative endeavors. So just, you can't go wrong with going outside and getting some fresh air. So yes, I hope that this reading resonated with you, group number 2. If it did, please comment down below. I'd love to hear feedback. And we're going to get on to group number 3 now. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. We have the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm going to just pull a few cards to get a forecast for your week. All right, so I have 3 cards for you. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Lots of cups energy here. Okay. So, I don't know, there's a feeling of, we have Ten of Wands, which could be like burden or taking on too much responsibility. So there's a feeling of like maybe giving yourself too much. We have Queen of Cups, and Queen of Cups is very in tune with her emotions, with this water all around her. She's in tune with her emotions. She's emotionally stable, emotionally mature. She's compassionate, caring, all of these things. And again, like, I feel like maybe there's been taking on too much of like other people's emotions. Like this Queen of Cups kind of energy has been disrupted, and we're getting more of this Knight of Cups kind of energy. So you're just kind of like having these fleeting like emotional the Knight of Cups. I like to think of the Knight of Cups as like Romeo and Juliet. It's like fleeting passions or fleeting feelings. Emotionally, you're just kind of like immature. You're giving yourself away too much. You're giving yourself to too many people, and it's kind of like creating this burdened feeling. Like you feel like you're being kind of brought down in a way because you are just, again, maybe like giving too much of your emotional self to others, and it's disrupting this kind of Queen of Cups that we all aspire to be or want to be emotionally, and it's really burdening you and making you feel overwhelmed. So this week, my advice is to just kind of slow down. Be careful who you give your energy to. Because if you don't give your energy to the right person, and this could also indicate somebody else in your life, like, that is not showing you the same kind of emotional fulfillment that you seek. It could be somebody immature in that way, and it's kind of making you feel like you have to pick up the slack. So I don't know, be careful who you are giving yourself to romantically, emotionally, and realize that you don't have to take on I'm getting like so much, I'm sorry. So sometimes when we aren't being given what we deserve, we make up for it, and we feel like we have to make up for that. And it can be very overwhelming and overburdened. So just be careful. Again, be careful. You want to be this Queen of Cups who's emotionally secure with herself. She's not running around giving these hearts out to anybody that she sees and like in a fleeting second. So I hope that that's not confusing, but just be careful this week. Maybe focus on yourself more than others, and focus on your own emotional healing, your own emotional fulfillment. And yeah, so now I'm going to pull a card from the Fairy Oracle, or it's a Fairy Oracle. It's the Magical Times Empowerment cards. I think fairy energy is so beautiful in the spring. So we have flexibility. Gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend, don't break. What a beautiful card with the water. You want to be this, oh, look it. You have that little fishy and they look the same. You want to be this Queen of Cups, flexible, emotionally secure kind of person. You don't want to be somebody who's just going willy-nilly, giving your love and your energy to anybody. And it can make us feel weighed down and not flexible and free. So I hope that this reading resonated with you, group number 3. If it did, please comment down below. I'd love to hear feedback. And with that being said, we're going to end this video. All right, guys, so that was the readings for this week. I hope you enjoyed. I love being back to give readings and advice to you guys. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful, magical rest of your week. Magical beginning of April. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.